Welcome to Matters Financial and Geopolitical from a Frontier. I trust you had a great weekend. We chased the moon in the early hours, but did not have a blood moon, but it was pretty grand early in the morning. Let's move on to the currency markets. Of course, it's Martin Luther King Day today in America. The euro 113.77, dollar index 96.28, Japanese yen 109.55, the pound 128.71, the Aussie 0.7169, India rupee 71.405. Should be doing better given that oil remains quite low. South Korean won 11.2580, Brazilian real 375.22, Egyptian pound 17.881, and the South African rand at 13.8514. This is a chart of the euro dollar. I think we're going to look at 113 first. We're currently at 113.78. Gold, about which everyone got terribly excited, is currently at 1281.295. But look at that good move that we saw from around 1200. But a lot will depend, I think, on the direction of the dollar. Crude oil, last I looked, $53.90. That's in recovery mode. You know, I was quite cynical and thought to myself that it was the Saudi Crown Prince who massaged the price lower to sort of release the pressure in the pressure cooker after the events in Istanbul. And he's probably the one buying it back, having made a ton of swag. Emerging markets, welcome to Jamaica, home of the world's best performing stock market. On the waterfront of Kingston Harbour, investors have just 3.5 hours a day to buy and sell. This market isn't ready to plug into the hyperactive trading desks of New York and London, not yet. There are 0 Jamaican stocks in US exchange-traded funds, even those tracking frontier countries such as Kazakhstan, Sri Lanka, Vietnam, the most emerging of the emerging markets. In 2018, the main stock index rose 29% in US dollar terms, the most among 94 national benchmarks tracked by Bloomberg. They're obviously not tracking Malawi. Its outperformance over the past 5 years is even more striking. Jamaican stocks have surged almost 300%. We should all have taken a holiday, knocked back some red stripes, and bagged our gains. More than quadrupling the next best performing national benchmark and septupling the S&P 500's advance. What explains these gains? A Caribbean economic miracle the world has overlooked? Not exactly. Real growth in Jamaica has averaged less than 1% the past 4 years and is expected to come in at 1.7% for 2018. The total value of the 37 stocks in the main Jamaica index is less than $11 billion. Smaller than the valuation of Chipotle, Mexican Grill, Inc. Financial sector assets have tripled, number of institutions has grown 8-fold according to the IMF. World Bank now ranks Jamaica as the 6th best nation in terms of ease of starting a business. If I could hold a megaphone and tell investors now's the time, I'd do it, says the economist Uma Ramakrishnan, who's the IMF's Jamaica mission chief. Talking about China's Jiwan Iron and Steel planning to spend $6 billion at an aluminium refinery, develop an industrial park. Foreign corporations have also bought the producers of Red Stripe beer and J. Ray and Nephew rum in recent years. And then it's just a tremendous article. Have a read. It's talking about the debt load, about how they restructured that. Well, they didn't really. They just reduced the interest rate, but they didn't haircut it. And then remittances from the global diaspora of Jamaicans account for almost 1/5 of the island's GDP. If you're thinking of the potential of an economy like this, imagine these people coming back. Remittances have been a silver bullet for so many economies, particularly here in Africa. And last year, that's what lifted the shilling in Kenya.